So our next question comes from Leslie T. Leslie says, "Hi, Austin and Robert. I love your podcast. Keep up the great work. I want to pick your brains on saving for my children's education. My sons are 10 months old and 2.5 years old. I've heard a lot about 529s. However, my dad set up a joint brokerage account when I was 16, and it paid for my wedding, most of my professional school, and contributed to my first down payment on the home that I bought when I was in my late 20s. So from a personal standpoint, I feel like it has more flexibility to spend and allocate the money, but I want to hear your thoughts." Okay, so let's walk through this. So the 529 account, as you all know, it's essentially this brokerage account that you can put money into and invest in the stock market, and you can use those profits to pay for education-related expenses, which means trade school, books, tuition, like all the things related to education, college, all the stuff like that, right? And if they do not use that money, you can roll over up to 35,000 of it into the child's Roth IRA upon 18 years old. In my opinion, I think everyone should be rolling over $35,000, right? When your kid turns 18, that money, if invested at think like 8.5 or 9%, throughout their life, just that 35,000 turns into $1 million adjusted for inflation in their retirement account by the time they're 65. So like guaranteed millionaire, right? By using the 529 the right way. I, however, understand the flexibility you're looking for when it comes to wanting to use some money for a wedding, professional school, and maybe a down payment. So my thing here is like, why not both? Why don't you have $300 a month go to the 529s, so $150 into each kid's account, and then another $300 a month going into a brokerage account that you've got joint between your two kids here. Their 529s are rocking and rolling, and this joint brokerage account's rocking and rolling. Fast forward 20, 25 years when they're ready to get married or do the down payment on the home, that 300 is going to be worth tens, if not $100,000+. And then in the next, call it 15, 18, 20 years when they're ready to go to college, that, $300 a month will be worth probably well over 100,000 by that time too. So I don't think it's as black as white as you're putting it. I think you do both. That's probably what I would do if I were in your shoes.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add. I like the fact of doing both because then it does give you additional flexibility just in case. It's such a great thing to see parents thinking so far ahead. I wish more parents did. We talk about, when your kids get in their teens, making them a signer on your credit card so you build up their credit score as well. Really giving them a chance when they turn 18 or 21 to be able to go out on their own with all of these tools and also money already there for education and maybe a wedding or whatever it is. So I love this thought process, and I hope more and more parents learn from this episode and do these things because it's just so helpful rather than saying, all right, you're 18, go figure it out. You're setting them up for success.